abo ewo off kasamfo yini so timema hwefo nyina ache na mama mo akaba edi aba mebusumi ne da etoso duba kon afimpim yenu edi etonu ensia yimu wei eya anopansam ayaboabo no oman Ghana mu ni akeka bom se off anopa no nsia kasebo ena mo somfo na na akwase mo fa ye Ghana agina to me de eba besumo yensem etwagu ewo Facebook eya off TV sanso ena YouTube ubenya ho eho Mami ma hwefo nyina ache na me mam akwaba emfamra mebusume ne da etoso duba kon wa afimpim mienu eni eduonu ensia yimu wei eya anopa ensem ayaboabo no oman Ghana mu ne edi adentwetwie na msomfo na na akwasi amofa ma ba begina ha no ba bedi kasubom ewo fidue mu ho ensem yi etwagu ewo abefo ntintam fidie ye Facebook ukoho a ubenya ye ho eye off TV sanso ena YouTube honso eye off TV afi usane eba Google Play Store nso a ya app kama da ho a eno nso eye off TV download na fa browser phone so sane ebe ya ba bibia da wonam no obetimi ne ye di nkita ho na otimi nso ahye your programs ahodo a ekoso na ensam no de eba bedi mu akotin no ebinie President Mahama as a Green City Housing Project ase ewo Asante Mantem emu Afinso State Housing Company esre aban emwa se ontumi ema efie a wahase no ne bo no entumi emra form Yebesan so de ani achemu ewa Manyoko MPP aso ye Samia Wuku etumi akansem bi e de afa aban a wotisu ye ho afi yebegyiremu nso ewo domkuma aso ye menu ka sei o matimi de o mani akwakokyeremu o binkrom ene wona omo eye koko adwuma etimi akwakodi nkita ho afi NRSA enso bokoko e de fa akwansia edoso ewo Asante Mantem na arehosem ba konso ewom ewo ayamfode ohini bi etumi ekunu ho wabra na ono ankasa etutuo ewo eyi ase afi Black Sheriff enso etumi aya abakwasem ewo Ghana TGMA awosa etumi ekoson emu mame na me hotel na me nkobra na afi me ba me nyabre etimi asane nsem ne mu etimi edi ama. Mesrese ubenya abotre na wanya branso edi amame na metumi enu edi nkita ho ebia na wo frifie akwatuma fa wo kasa mfonyinu ana mobile phone no na etimi ko Facebook off TV ana download the app no Google Play Store YouTube so off TV na yentumi eni enkomo ewo ho no mu mesase na mesase de Afrigana mampanyini aso ye Yewra John Dramani Mahama ena me no kasei anano mimi da otimi na ni tremu ewo asante mantamu kroy fro said dade asua na hono ena watimi akwese dwumade foforo bi ase ye friend say Green City Housing Project na ne nyina no eye dan anamfie mako 1067 ena wo hwe animu kwan se obetumi edi asi ho na wei eba beboa ema wona ebre ewo edan ha ho ewo asante mantamu wono ntimi nya dan papa ntenemu na onenam na edan bo etimi ahura kwosoro no etumi abafom anu na Mahama kasa ena wo kyeremu se emrantie ni mamba abo bebre ntumi nto ana wontumi mpo han fie ntumi ntenemu wabra efie ebo ai fa ne se rent no etimi akosoro pa amani papi ete single room ene wo ma eno na oka se obehwe enso so obewie Seglemi housing project no na afi wasanso the social housing project for no no ebetimi aba ede aba district mansimu bia no etumi ede aba na yentie nsem Ghana mampanyini John Dramani Mahama etimi ede tuja.
Ghana's housing challenge has become more pronounced and demands clarity of purpose and decisive action to resolve. Our national housing deficit is now estimated at over 1.5 million units. This reflects years of supply failing supply short of demand, rising land values, escalating construction costs, and limited access to long-term financing have placed ownership beyond the reach of many Ghanaians. The result is clear. Informal settlements continue to expand, slums, and too many of our people are living in substandard conditions. This pressure is intensified by the rapid urbanization currently taking place in our country. Today, more than half of the population of Ghana lives in urban areas, and projections indicate that this could rise to about 70% of our population living in urban areas by the year 2050. Cities such as Accra, Kumasi, and Takoradi will continue to grow rapidly and will be swamped by the migration from other parts of the country. If we do not therefore act urgently and at scale, tomorrow's housing crisis will far exceed what we're experiencing today. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, government's reset agenda is not just a slogan. It is a commitment to rethink how we deliver housing, infrastructure, and opportunity for our people. At the heart of this vision is a simple yet powerful belief that decent housing is not a privilege for a few, but it is a right for all our people. Access to housing improves public health. It strengthens educational outcomes. It boosts productivity and stabilizes communities. A nation that is seeking development must house its people with dignity. We're therefore implementing a comprehensive housing agenda that addresses supply, improves affordability, strengthens tenant protection, and reforms housing finance to reflect the reality of Ghanaian incomes. Progress is already underway. the Saglemi Affordable Housing Project, which was begun in the previous term of the NDC, is being prioritized for completion. New social housing initiatives driven at the district level are also being rolled out to reduce financial barriers.
Ghana mampanyini ekasa mu biamu no na ochire mu se wona etumi enye sika edi SCC dan a wono ewoda kosi ebroni efe ne se landlords no pina ebu emraso efa eye rent advance no ehun eno na okase landlord no tumi ema wa wo ba be ha dan no ayefro se tenant no ositua sika ebebro eye afi ba ko emfie mienu wabranso wo Ghana siseye mu ayetro se eni kwan se wa kwakọ ha da no utua sika ede bro bosome ensia enam so emani papi ebre ewo edahemu eno na okase Ghana mabunu ne abusuako ahodo bebrenum etempentem kwa na hwese osuku ni a wawie suku na opedan ewo Accra anakumase agese watua ebebro 20,000 ni 30,000 cedis ansana watumi enya dan etenemu ti o haw kase pa one na ban ehwese sane ma na obeyi edi afri ho na afi wonso no se nyame aboa na wo dan ana ye landlord na obi be ha wo dan na se utumi ede gene sa aboa no ede a ene omonso ebegina so abredu beba mramu no emra no bedi nto be se landlords for se munya botre emfama wona ebetena mu dan mu na afi busumi nsia emra na eda ho no muntimi endi so na emwa na yentie nsema Ghana mampanyini esanso ekaye ede kan.
One area that has long been overlooked is also the rental housing market. Although the law limits rent advances to 6 months, weak enforcement has allowed unfair practices to persist. The current rent law says that no house owner can take more than 6 months rent advance. And we have a rent court that is supposed to prosecute cases where house owners take more than 6 months. But unfortunately, both the house owner and the one who wants to rent the property are not prepared to go and report. And that has been the main problem in enforcing this law. The one who wants to rent the house wants a place to lay his head. The house owner too wants to collect money to invest in something. So none of them is prepared to report the other for paying more than 6 months rent advance. And so our goal is simple: fairness, protection, and dignity for tenants. But we're also giving alternatives. So the National Home Ownership Fund will continue to provide long-term financing with a particular focus on retirees who deserve security after years of service to this country. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, despite these measures progressing, the housing deficit remains significant. The Green City Housing Project is therefore a critical intervention that has come at the right time.
Wow, a Green Housing City Project yimu and Panudania ono and a company managing director Edima State Housing. Yera John S. Bauer, Esre Ghana Mampanyini John Dramani Mahama. Some more Green City Housing Project no our infrastructure home. Now I say Sabani Bua Kwai in Suon Kanian Sam and in Susai at Kahua, Ebema Efiani Buono, Etimi Abba Form was a Sabani Yin and Nidia, any Yabra Ebebua, say Quampa any in Su anywhere. Developer no at the Kanu Yinada, at the Begu, a fear no so, na afia dino boy to me ayadin at the ama or my Ghana for to a best Ghana man point some mobile bet me at the Abua, and my Numa Massa Sianu etimi Ariamu Ewuma Pemonum. For a near money Acadia Sefatanum, into me and farmer one. Now, Yentie and Sama, Banu Daniel, that State Housing Company Managing Director, John S. Bauer, etimi Esre Ghana Mampanyini Eho.
Phase 1, a total of 1,067 residential units are currently planned, and they are going to be delivered over a 5-year period. Phase 1 of the project will deliver 214 units of 2- and 3-bedroom detached homes, and we expect to be done by the end of Q4 2027. And I hope, Mr. President, you will do us the honor of commissioning our Phase 1 once it's completed. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to be clear about what this project is and what it is not. It is not simply a promise. It is not a concept. It is not a rendering on a presentation slide that will gather dust in a boardroom. The Green City, the Deswa, is a plan that is ready to become reality. Over 1,000 housing units, not as a headline figure, but as a target, with a financing framework, a construction timeline, and a partnership structure behind it. Your Excellency, we thank you for accepting our invitation and are grateful for your leadership and commitment to the development of our country. I would like to take this opportunity to make a special appeal. Even with the gains in the economy, construction costs are still not coming down fast enough. In order that we keep the prices of the properties in this development as affordable as possible, I ask humbly, Your Excellency, that you consider making a small donation from the big push to cover the cost of the horizontal infrastructure for this project. That is, the roads, drainage, and sewage facilities, which we estimate will cost us around 100 million Ghana cedis. So it's a very small chunk of the big push. This will go a long way to support us in maintaining our price positioning of being 25 to 40% cheaper than the market wherever we go. To His Royal Majesty Otumfuo Osei Tutu II, the chiefs and people of the Deswa and Asanteman as a whole, you have welcomed this project into your community with grace and generosity. We are grateful for the confidence. In return, we pledge to be the kind of developer you will be proud to work with, one that consults, communicates, and considers the people who already call this land home. To the Honorable Minister and Deputy Minister for Works, Housing and Water Resources, our Chief Director, Director Housing, and our whole team, we appreciate your guidance, support, and leadership as we work towards realizing the reset agenda. A reset that ensures state-owned entities are delivering value to the government and people of Ghana. To our partners and private sector collaborators who are here today, your confidence in this project is not something we take lightly. You have placed your resources alongside ours in pursuit of a shared vision. And that is a profound act of faith in Ghana and in this institution. We will honor that faith with transparency, professionalism, and results.
Midasu Edramu, our ensem Kronamu, and a Works and Housing Minister, Kenneth Gilbert Ejain. Aka say, any kwase efie to me dia ne boarding our mind Ghana. Na kwaya se wuni sika, untumi nya efipa entumi entenemu. Eno na oka se efie eya hiade titro, a ema enkwa, ena afi enkoso. Eno ntinu se abusua ni fie pa. Eka won apomudin ema wo masuku ene wasetenemu nyina eya basa. Eno nti Ghana mampanyini eni swade hunu ene se Obama fipa edi ama fofonum etumi atenemu de ne bo wofom eno chechire ni betumi atenemu bi odokota betumi atenemu bi ni ono nso wagira ekwa ho na ono nso eko eba ebetumi akotenemu bi eho edi ma omanga nani ti omo behwe so metete ma so na etumi aboa na yenti ensema Works and Housing Minister Kenneth Gilbert Ejain etumi ekan edefa eye sa project no eho. Mi boromu ewa nsemfu from na mitabli omangana 40 midiyeni akwakopiemu ewa manyoku MPP asue eye eno ena miminde yada omutimi eye oyetire kase ewa Ghana edifa emabunu a omunum enubone eho enumu ena sami ewuku etimi akasa tia mahama aban ewo ensem ne ho na ne nsema okan ansa aban no etimi adi nkuguo ewo bose bebre titro ni 24-hour economy policy no Oshaboso bema Ghana mebunu ejuma aye ene yenhwe kroma ye se mebunu ni ejuma ye nti kwabrane ene wonya tramado ya ye friend se cross and die ene 200 mg otini nyina na ene wabono gram into onamwa adwenjire bia na ne so bonse ogina fa kon na wada ye ne se woti elupremu ana ye ne se woti VIP bus ma ya so air condition de sini so ogina hwa na ni no ayesamo se de ogina off eye studio air condition be ye mensa air bon ho no na de se mebunu ni sei mebunu no tete ejuma eni ho enumu ena o se emuse MPPS yesie wo ho se wo besa aba begitumi e wa fimpimienu aduonu eni aduonu enwotwe mu na wo se Ghana fo bebre asetre ni mu ayeden na osanso e kan bia mu se abaya wo mu ye hwenkofo binum te se yewra Johnson ese edi nketia Julius Debra no etumi ayi wonti se omo ba be pre o manager no mo ha Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia e be fa akonya no na afi MPP fo etumi aba be to adwuma pa etwa se omo eye eso na yenti ensama sibi ekoso wabra na omo tibi enanti ayo ye kire ewo eye east west wagon ewo omo mpesua eso
system ni mu ya shake nanso Nigidi Sanyama emanti ane mabawa AP. The heart of it a Jumasem and a secondly a lack of opportunities are omunya. Emma yena ya wasa ahunyemu. Yesenya nkopon so say eye awofo a teacher for imam for any asofo yena ye important stakeholders and the political parties in helping to fight against the drug abuse. Enunti Remember my boss say, I did a client me nye who walk. More I was so west to go on any game practice gone, waiting near the town. Yes, also, yeah, the Akukudo Tamachi. Let it begin that journey towards 2028. Now, constituencies now to see yes, you'll be seeing from her. I was so west to go on is winnable in 2028.
What she say on my youth, you know. And they abuse drugs. It's not their fault. Sebio ejumeni ho. Or here baby a woti ni obehye ni obedi ni obenom. Of course say onum eduro a ni we be fi ni ha o. But sa wonum eduro na eduro ni titifi wani so a what next? And peer pressure. And also so to me Emma Sebio youth no Era air drugs mu and because I will not be happy say me who say me ba air drugs and the same thing I will not be happy to see the youth in this country on drugs because they are the future leaders. Omona woman no esi omona so and that is why we are encouraging them to stay away from drugs. It's all about care. I say we show concern. Ayankofo a ofa wo mo wo ba no wo de mu not ho no nko a e wo se wutumi bisa no wutumi kɔ ne ho ene no kodi nkomo. We should allow our children to be our friends. We should listen to them. We should not be chasing for monies and property. No. When you see Kanugu and I say womano ase ya, I mean what is the benefit?
O she imebuno ene wo mo di nrobone na aye life aye afafedia wo mo num na nopa ewia na enwumre ade susu atiate se ewo omangane mu ekutia communities awofo sumu gudjem wo mu su o mo sada mo sayem agefo we he impact control ye ho se betu ye ho esi ho na consistency no so akaye ho na yaye outreach actually youth se nrobone no mo di o mo na to so di o mo wa to so emboa in any way se ye nyina ni mpempen so ye party no edu na ye hia wo mo a wo mo ye energetic enough a wo be kan for unifiers ye be build na energy be apem one to make the party very attractive for both youth middle age and old age na ababe ye Ghana president come 2029
Mijinamu ewo edonkuma ewo emrasebe fie ayera Alexander Afenyomakins edi enimu sebano deni omutimi di omani ekwakotremu ewo obinkroma ewo ebura asebu kwamankase mpesua so ɛwɔ mfimfini mantamu na ne nyane so ɔmo ne koko akuafoɔ etimi kodi nkɔmɔ ɛfa koko ɛboa Ghana mampanyini John Dramani Mahama etumi atete so a ɛde ɔhaw ni amane kɔdanda asetrama adwonjoni ɛde abrɛ kokofoɔ na ɛnum no ɛna Reverend John Intim Fodwo a ɔno nso ka ho bi ɛkɔyɛ ɔsɔka nsamfemu ma ɔkasa wɔsemi krom hayara ana amemi free na kokon yayan bebre mimofra bremu ɛne ɛsase yɛ do koko na koko no ni nyina nso wobɛbɔ atɔdwe usisi uhu ne awonyɛ ubo atɔdwe wi a ɛsɛ wododo ho koko yi etimi afiba so atententen na watumi ate ɛmoa purugu wani waso na wopusa wani na afi tɛsɛ uhu ne awonyɛ na wo so de babɔyɛ uye na bebo wi a ene waburu no nan na nenan no wasa kwakotu wonsa wo kura eno aduane na wo wi hata wie no de akoma krache no abansim kraha na odimilo yi bi etwa team ne pa no nkese o si wode enya abra mema osika meti koko bo no so e de ama wo sha awala oni wazi ni ye dabi yenti Reverend Team Fodwo ne nsema okan
mi kruwa yara na mefi wana no nyim kruwa wa na wawom wa na mu wie school wa adwuma me de sase nkoko adwuma ya ti koko ya do koko nsanso wa sese na ho
you're watching
na me ye nyina ya gba todwe ya bre ya do ase ya bodo na de ma be no pon koko o warsin yi ansa na beti mpo na abre na maro prugu enwado na wen na abo na titi mebi mpo wa wo boyrom ebo awie mmembe nda anan na ikotwe aswa na hunsi osongo do ikogo apado wa bonu numbo wi mesma won sa ho be mpo ezema mpo yin wakono na awie na nyina na akiri na sa ban bi se ono de obetena nkran omo bi nkrom ha obetena nkran na wa hwan ukoko price no do a onyu adini ye no owie na kakra na wa aka no mpo 2000 something mpo ompo on fiscal ma no the 12 no ombo kwasa sabe abe bon na kokwe kwafo ye bisa wo no to nche abe bon na ye bon na ye na ye ze kokromoti bon na ye na ye de kokromoti ye ze de sisa ya fe ho adwen enfo ho adwen sisa bisa wo no to nche enfo ho adwen
you're watching
na etu aba ma o driver no ozo kwese gotem ya besre ya ma ya kasan onwar since ara wom ye nyina ya me ya no onya kwr ya for politics nto nchan na ya kan tra ban de nyipaku odi ya ka mo aya zo mo seman odi ya ka na ekwafo ye mfifiri na o mo man otumo nyeska ozigina na ado nti se koko mpo wo international market wa brochiri mpo se what do mpo dem President Kufado oyen what do mpo na nara wa bobesa no za todo no wa tumpo do za mo na wo ese what do nti awu pay ne ze botum na di bokwa koto aeroplane foforo na ide atram na bomframa da tukwan na moment koko kwanyi ne ze reba betso ne ze do na ncha wo na koko kwanyi hona no woske hona na ncho de se what ne ze do ya besre sisara omi nyina nya adwen kwar ne mo mpa fantai MPP amanyokui na chi osande ma ya nofo aye wa hu de MPP amanyoku no ba ye bezi ye MPP amanyoku no ba kokwe kwafo ye bede ye bezi ye na se MPP aban so ba na yesiese ne ye ya ndisi ya waso benya ho faso osande ekokro bi do a
wo ensam yimu a edonkuma etimini won a ewo binkrom ekokosia enumu ena wohene kase a onu ne dikro nanim enso eje kasamfamu ena otrese Ghana mampani John Mahama eye sisifo pa na odi nsam ne ba ne mfante ne de word ena oti on timu details na ena aya manyokuo MPP donkuma ne bepie ho no wama wate mu details na kyɛ sɛ nsɛm bi a na ɛhinta no sisi ɔmatumi aba bɛyie pie enti yɛwura mahama ɛbɛba ne sɛn ɛna wobɛgyina simpie so asɛ kuafoɔ bɔ sɛ woba koko wobɛtotɔ ma ho atɔ wɔn na wɔnyina to aba ma wo na afei wobaayɛ no waba bɛte so aduru se ɛno na wɔkyɛ ne nsɛm sɛ Ghana nyina yɛ po bi a ɔyɛ torofoɔ pa yɛ dadafoɔ a ɛyɛ Felix Ofosu Kwakye a wɔkasa ɛde ma Ghana mampanyini ɛhɔ ane ne mpasua so ɔno ɛna yɛ mmara sɛ bɛdwani wɔ hɔ ɛno na ɔhene ne ɛkyɛ ne nsɛm sɛ wɔabra Felix wopɛtumi no ɛne na wɔtwe yɛde biada message na aba hello nana how are you nana organize your hwan na brɔfo yi a papa sɛ ɔnte aseɛ na ɔde ama mo no ɔma kenka kyerɛ no na ɔno ɔmo ayɛ na ɛna a ɔbɛdi so no hɛ na wɔtwe mmienu mponie ɔsɛne Felix hi what means I didn't send it come you green wa Felix in fee and you know and some of the kind of Felix Obwa not Felix Oya dada for afi mama what the yanka yenti ni SB ekoso ewo
and the mama my yacht secreta oh ina Sunday in yanze onam de ye kwafo no yeti what the keke yentum insin into details them and yati yehunde yewura omampanyin Dramani Mahama yehunde oyosisifo papa yehunde opanyin ye opanyina
watching Dadzi TV
se oshabo a onzedo papa no masami de sa ohwe na oman mu wedu no ni ntum mbo man na onfa nto na ehwa na obotum webu wombu yewura Ofosu Kwakye onu oye MP wo Abrase bu kwa mankase ha no kwar yewura yedi hu ya first no ina da peda baban me send no message also send him bi send a message muso me send no bi am bohia no ho ba horo dem abri a ofi dem last 2 weeks kra me send no message a enfi enti sese ara mo hunde Ofosu Kwakye woso riaye odadafo na oyedeye na iye hen poto dam yansefi so koko ekwafo first no se iwuro ma bohwe koko ekwafo binum ho koko ho no ehu efu kumpo wo ho inde bebre
Tau briu emfri obi krom na mfa ye ni emabetwemu ewo achechefo asoye enu eye National Teaching Council ena etumi eka edi echresa achechefo mangana mu ebeburu 42,000 na wochira dia omu any professional qualification na des omu ye people teachers omu chira ade enu na otimi ebo what is now akwanika and now is a signing shower of shower morning also correct momo saman chese oni ntitiye oni qualification eno na osi basic school ni SHS mu no amane ma timi ayeden ade ama mofra ne pa mofra ne bebre o mabommo no obi wo ha ochechire ni ochira de we secondary school na ni wo fa bi DCMPB na ye pia na kwose efi kromo wo free no edan ahodo no yetimiri teacher ni ekoho enti wo bekọ no ono emom na wo ha wo kire enkwara na de na enkwara yi eniema entimi enkoye eno na wo kire mu se NTC ni university INC se dia bia ye fa ne se fast track programmer eno no eba be ma ocheche ni bia atumi licenses any certificate atumi ede aye adwuma ewo oman Ghana mu na ye nti ensema National Teaching Council for etimi edituja.
We conducted a search, a survey in all senior high schools, and we saw that we have about 12,279 teachers who are unqualified, but they are teaching. We have more than 30,000 of them also in the basic schools. So NTC, in collaboration with 5 universities, which is UCC, UW, Usted, Cali University, and UDS to organize a fast-track postgraduate diploma education for all graduates so that NTC can also issue the license for them to teach as required by law. That is why we've organized this one. And this is fast-track. Within 18 weeks, they are done. So the first cohort has started. They will complete by August, and about 1,400 only were enrolled. So we want them to be part in the second cohort, which starts in September. Registration will start in June because they cannot remain non-professional teachers and be in the teaching service. So they should take advantage of this and become enrolled in the program. The fees is highly subsidized. That is 5,000 cedis for the 2 semesters, and then it is also run at a short possible time. Within 18 weeks, they are done with the program. So we are pleading to all non-professional teachers in both basic and senior high schools to take advantage of this initiative by NTC and the Ministry of Education to become professional teachers as required by law.
Mi boremu ewa rehusem bia etumi esi ewa ayamfore na ne nyina no eye bra na nakwabena ochre oye emrante hene etumi ewu ya ye bia enipa dwene ho a wonte ase ne nyina no eye bra na eyie ekoso ewa ayamfore na njire ye yase na otuko bonkum katika no ahwesoro na wawoso na osa aduwei kama etuei ode kosoro na ode abafom ni etu sika gunu so no wabum obutuei mu na ne wakasim na ode hwa bonkum ni fa na wajem buya ya wajema ne kogunu yam amunu mu no twahwe ye ma ne so adini du ayaresabia onsomo na etum efrim yeyi enama nipa bebre ebisa se yanhwada fire arms na odidi djuma ewe ye na si ya enipa behwe mo nka enu bi enenam so makofi adoma wanwani na nkanani eya asai afi ananu yada asante mantem nso ebi etumi si okure fro se edwafo ema no nso wohene mu a menu ka se ne nsa etumi atete wenso eya ayamfore dia etumi aba enu nti no mo sra aban se onfa ne nan entumi ensi form wenam so ema busuakuo ene ayamfore manfo ina etumi ayekom ewasa arahusem yimu na yehwe se ne sibi koso ne kwan a ofa so ewuye. Kopemu ewo enigidie ensemu ewo mangana etimi ekoso afini afibia efa wona etu nyamenyum wiasenyum omwa ebo reggae jara stafari na Black Shadi funum Stone Boy na no ya na wadi ba yo wa ujejeje na dan hameti munsu enamso ensanche ni nyankopon ye di obi nye bido hey na ene fani say atamfu nye nyame na enkoda nso de nam akire kidi ni kwame yuji num na omudi akire na ni nyina na se wa ya de ne se etabira basobode etumi ade ebre wo enti afi wani ni etoso makomako aduonu nso a eye TGMA awards etimi ekoso na no ene ewie nyina no ya se de watimi adi nkunim eye kilamali dia sembebo gogu frimpo dia sembebo na je se Black Shalifu akwane timi adi nkunim from Zongo etumi aduru yase eno na ye kire mu se wo hwa abakwasem eda ho a watumi aya abakwasem bia sa akwade ye bie 2010 sa akwade gibeji 2012 Samson all boy Stone Boy Sampata pata hey sampata butu kelelink je Stone Boy so be ye 2015 2024 and Black Shalifu nsi aba beje etimi edi atoaso enu ntinu ni ye kire mu se Black Sharif NSC me no ka say eba 27 TGMA awards etumi ekoso ewo manga ne mu a ono na mi ka say yetimi atabiri echenom edi asene so manga ne nyina ono ene ka say nyumtuni a oye nyumtuni na yenhwe wabra na kiravra ko sembebo ne nyuma minum to ano no enti no udi ehwe wabra na ye bona.
And the artist of the year, TGMA 27 is Black Sharif.
Black Sharif, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations. Kweku the Traveler. Congratulations to you, Black Sharif. Winning the ultimate.
TGMA Artist of the Year 2026 as Black Sharif. Congratulations, Artist of the Year TGMA 27 Black Sharif.
But I'm just another guy. If I could, you wouldn't tell me sacrifice it all. But I'm just another guy.
Guys, take it easy.
If I could, you wouldn't tell me sacrifice.
Congratulations.
But I'm just another
Black Sharif.
Give me day one. Get the crypto, dollar city safer.
TGMA Artist of the Year. Very well deserved.
Black
Well
Sharif
done.
with Iron Boy
Black
spending 21 weeks on the #1 spot. Chart-topping projects. Congratulations.
To my stand for my liberty. Options of my flow. It's gonna last. So change my energy. Rain, I never go down. Never step on toes, my apology. Everything would have been lovely. Just another guy. If I could, you wouldn't tell me to sacrifice it all. But I'm just another guy.
Ebe mame kwan na ensema me boaboa no se anopansem amosomfo na akwasi amofa de Ghana ina agematum se eba kan kase bo animu ntremu a me na ma no etumi awo amesi trodo ema eto age so ede mama nsan mitumi ede eversom wo yense me atwagu e wo Facebook e off TV ko hono mo efa mame Samsung na YouTube no e off TV afi ubenya app no e wo Google Play Store yetwagu a satellite and the digital platforms ne mum tie na men show se ede afiada specific prayer ebeko so e wo Refiners Tap International ya so ye ha enu nti no hanya mane bia da wo so kodanda osun ejatwo loss of job, lack of job, disappointment, setback, promise and fail wherever you are watching me live but home or day say afiada odi woni bechi mo Taifa Junction baby spare parts for e wo mochi wa usi also hwehwe off TV and I say hwehwe Refiners Tap International wo de wa bon kora bo say hwehwe osofu gidigidi akro panyino obetro na afi owi a osofu nya kwantena se wonsem no amane ndo abebo ho mpaye no a ogidi se eye honam mu wa honhom mu no be ka kire ne na afi nyame mu adwene nyansa ne nimde obetumi di aboa no ontimi emfa moa ana beba me kwana me di asini mom tia kase enkoma comfort anane adoma and spicy shito comfort enti akɛseɛ nkɔma ɔba pa ho fɛ medɔfo pa nyame ntonso pengu so onyumfre adomu nkɔ adomu ɔnsɛ w'animonyam na afi ɔnkae wo sɛneɛ wadɔyɛ esibitie adom mekyia wo ɛne ɛyɛ wawoda tinti akɛseɛ ntimi enko emfama MD for amoyɛ adwuma enti akɛseɛ enko mfama La Paz gina mekyia wo afi mekyia dasani biada otimi ehwɛ my great producer Mr. One Teddy, I love you so much. Ena mudimisie mi mahwefo nyina mbonehwe yentina ye.